Ladies and gentlemen, we are just days removed, going on a week since the election, and a lot of things, a lot of promises that have been made are about to be fulfilled, specifically heading into inauguration day. Um, we've been speaking about a lot of things, but something that is very dear to my heart and very dear to your heart. Let me ask you guys this question to start off this video. Make sure to smash the like button. Also, let me know where you guys are watching from. Do you know anybody that has ever been deplatformed, demonetized, or kicked off? Maybe it was you. Maybe you tried to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you tried to join, these platforms that all of a sudden they started heavy on the censorship. They started taking you out. They started giving you warnings and giving you strikes and remember that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, look, on top of many of the reasons why I chose to vote for Donald Trump, this right here, I can't wait for. This right here is one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life, and I can't wait for the change to come because he just put all of them on notice, and I can't wait for it to go to Congress for a vote, specifically because Republicans have majority in the House, majority in the Senate, and this right here is one of the best announcements I've probably seen. The only reason I'm saying this is one of the best announcements it's not only because I know people that have been deplatformed and their livelihood taken away, but my livelihood got put on test last year and the beginning of this year when I was demonetized. I had to start this brand new channel. I had to start this brand new channel. The channel that you're following me on is brand new, made like 4 months ago, because I needed to start to make money again because I have to feed my family. I got to pay bills. I got to do things, and I love doing this. But ladies and gentlemen, the Don is speaking. Take a listen.
Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted, no matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal.
This is huge. Why is this huge? Because when I got demonetized, I didn't get it. I didn't even get nothing. They just demonetized me out of nowhere. There's been many people whose channels have been deleted out of nowhere with no explanation. This is the type of revenge I'm talking about right here. Put them all on notice. The digital rights bill that Donald Trump is proposing is going to specifically go after people on this platform, people on every other platform that have demonetized you. Elon Musk changed the game. Whoever's around Donald Trump, thank you. Because this is what this is what we need. You know how many days I wake up afraid that this channel is just going to get deleted out of nowhere? How many times I wake up thinking, man, this might be the last time I'm able to make money on this platform? I wake up every day, and so do many other content creators, wake up afraid that their livelihoods are going to be taken from them, that the money that's coming in from here will stop, that all of a sudden we can't reach a crowd anymore. I told you guys, me and David Pakman's problems, me and the other side's problems are different. Mine comes from not losing my audience because I lied to them. It comes from YouTube deplatforming me because they hate me and they hate everything I stand for. Their problems is coming in because their own audience is unsubscribing from them. We don't have the same problems. Thank you for becoming a member. Look, you know how long it took me to have members on this channel? Jody, thank you so much for becoming a member. Noctoral, thank you. Nocturnal, thank you. Deborah, thank you for becoming members of this channel. For 1 year of my life, I made content for free because I loved it and because I believed in it. Now I get to reap the benefits of it, and I'm so happy about it. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm not just the only person happy about it. It's thousands of content creators out there that can finally say, after January, we can breathe. we can breathe. We can finally breathe. Give us our free speech. Speaking of free speech, now that you guys know that that's what's happening, let's go here. Because Donald Trump isn't done. He actually has a full plan to fight the war, to fight censorship. Take a listen to this. And look, oh, we got new members coming in now. Again, thank you. Thank you. Fire Dragon, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Daniel, thank you for becoming a member. You got, oh my goodness. You guys are becoming members. Thank you for becoming a member. Take a listen to this. This is amazing.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization.
Oh my God, I can't wait for Inauguration Day. Woo! While you guys are over there melting down about abortions and in your feelings, you're not really seeing what's happening here. This is day one stuff. This is the day one stuff that we should all, as Americans enjoying our freedom, should enjoy. Boy, I can't wait. Let's go back real quick. On day one.
And destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses. To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters. And we have to do this right now.
Do it right away. Do it right away. I'm sick and tired of censorship in the United States of America. Our First Amendment has been under attack for a very long time now, and I can't wait for it to end.
To the Biden administration.
Thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you. Fire Dragon just sent 5 LV Nation memberships, so thank you for the 50 for the 5 gifted.
The Biden campaign and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship. Third, upon my inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination. We should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year cooling off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data.
This is too good. This is one of the greatest things I've probably ever heard in my entire life. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted, no matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal. In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an unmanipulated stream of information if they so choose. The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we'll begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America.
Hey, he means business. Because this isn't the only thing he's going to do, right? Like, another thing that's going viral, aside from this, that I'm very happy about is the child mutilation. Gender surgery, gender affirming care surgery, whatever the hell that shit is called, for kids under the age of 18. Child mutilation, all these different things that are, beginning to be spoken about. That's something that he's going to do too, that we also got to talk about. So this guy means business. He's not playing around. And that's why we need to make sure that Rick Scott, and we need to make sure, because look, this is what I heard. And these are the rumors going around. This is a clip that's going viral right now. 16.5 million. Why is this clip going around? So apparently the unelected bureaucracy of this government answers to the civilian and duly elected leadership. That's what Scott Jennings says here. We're going to go to it. They are plotting and having secret meetings. Take a listen.
On discussions at the Pentagon. I don't know at what level this is. It just seems like it's informal discussions. I guess it's understandable they would have those discussions. It also, Scott, is it?
Look, I don't like this, because what's Donald Trump supposed to think? He's sitting down there, he's the president-elect, and now he's got to read in the newspaper tonight that the unelected bureaucracy of the federal government is having meetings at some level about how to thwart or countermand the commander-in-chief.
Yep. Yup. Something that we have to be talking about. They're trying to fight back. They're unelected bureaucrats, these billionaires, these people that don't want Donald Trump to be president. They're having meetings. What the hell is that about? What? You should know about that. You're a United States citizen, a voter, a taxpayer. This is what's going on. We know what his plans are, but bro, they are going to try to make these things impossible, which then goes, you should be mad about that. You should be disappointed in that, but you should also know that it exists. These people exist. As much as the mainstream media tried to paint this picture that Donald Trump was crazy to say that there was a such thing as a deep, you know what, that there was unelected officials and bureaucrats running Washington, D.C. Why the hell are they having these types of meetings? But guess what? CNN is talking about it. So it's real after all, isn't it? They made you believe Donald Trump was crazy to even say that it doesn't exist. But who's telling them to say that it doesn't exist? Let's keep going.
I don't care if it's at the Pentagon or at the HUD or Ag Department. It doesn't matter. The unelected bureaucracy of this government answers to the civilian and duly elected leadership that we just did. And what if you were in his shoes and you just won the popular vote with a clear mandate, and now you got to read that these unelected bureaucrats are plotting against you? What would you think? If they have problems, let me finish. If they have problems, they should not have meetings that then leak to the press. If they have ideas or things, they should call the president's office and say, hey, we'd like to have some discussions for planning purposes. But secret meetings that leak, terrible way to get off to a start with the new administration.
Well, I agree that that's maybe not the best way to do it. However, Trump has set them up to be in this situation.
No, fuck them. Shut up. What's wrong with you? He has set them up to be in this. They're unelected officials. Unelected. We don't owe them anything. Trump doesn't owe them anything. We voted. Let's go back here real quick because I don't want to get pissed off. But this, you see this right here? Popular vote. Electoral college. See this guy right? We chose him to lead, not you. We don't know you. We don't even want to know you. Well, I do want to know you, actually. I want to know who you are because you're unelected. You're the shadow people. And then once again, people on CNN are defending these folks. We want to see all of these things get done with no problem because we chose that. We did. The American people, majority of us chose this. No censorship, right? No more of the gender affirming care stuff for kids under the age of 18. If you're over 18, you do as you like. You're a grown up. At least you're a young adult at that moment. You can make decisions on your own, right? We chose this. But this is the darkest part of Washington, D.C. That's why it's called the swamp. And that's why majority of Americans don't even know what the hell is going on in Washington, D.C. That's why they check out and they only care about politics when it's time to vote. And that's a huge problem for a lot of people, I would say, that don't understand what's happening right now. Because what's happening right now, it's called the resistance of them versus you. So I really, truly, and dearly from the bottom of my heart pray that we are able as a country to see exactly what is going on with unelected bureaucrats, unelected officials, and bureaucrats. These are people that we don't even know who they are. They're unelected. They're the money. They're the donors. They're the donor class. And then CNN has the nerve to say, well, Trump put them in there. Trump put them in a corner. He's forcing them to have these meetings. What? We don't know them. We didn't choose them. So once again, everything that was once labeled a conspiracy theory about those people has been leaked out to the press that those people exist and they're having meetings. And now CNN is talking about it. And whoever that woman was defending them. We have a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of work and a lot of things that people need to see. Hopefully they don't check out. But by the crowd and by this audience, I'm pretty sure you guys are not checking out because we're now going to see exactly who is standing in the way of free speech, who's standing in the way of everything, and who's standing in for Big Pharma, for all these things. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to smash the like button. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for your donations. We got $17.76, 1776. Keep it up, brother. Truth over tribe. Thank you. Thank you so much for your donation. So we got a lot of things to talk about, but I wanted to talk about this because it puts this platform, it puts every platform on notice that we are about to pass bills and pass legislation that is going to force these folks to be fair, finally. And I hope that that does go through. But once again, Mitch McConnell having a secret vote with three people, but 2 out of the 3 hate Donald Trump and are basically liberal. They're rhinos, right? We got a secret vote. We got unelected officials having meetings. We already have the problems are in our face. We know the work is cut out. So now we keep track of it, and we are very much awake to it. So, yeah, a lot to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back with a bigger and better video. Stay tuned.